Hey guys! So ignore the little spots that you see. I had some skin tags frozen off. Same with this one, and she thought this was a skin tag, but it was actually a pimple. I'm going to try this again today. I used it last night. I didn't quite like it. It has a lot of castor oil. You only need like the tiniest little bit. And I don't like the way that castor oil smells, kind of tastes. So that's about the only thing. This is extremely thick and oily. I don't know if it lasts any longer than my Vaseline. I don't think it does. But I figured I'd go ahead and put some more on today. So I'm doing a first impressions. I asked everyone last night because I did an unboxing on Instagram, and I asked everyone if they it was an I unboxed Haley's Beauty. I ended up ordering a whole bunch of stuff from there, and I asked them if they wanted me to do the mousse, the foundation stick, or the Luxe Gloss Foundation. I probably have that wrong, but it's the Luxe Foundation, and everyone chose the mousse. Well, I shouldn't say everyone. It was actually pretty tied. It was tied between the stick and the Luxe, and then the majority was in the mousse. So we're going to do the mousse. Now, before I start that, of course, I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm not going to use my Becca because I want to see how this works by itself. All by itself. Let me actually just flip this so I can see. In other words, I don't want it to like be messed up with texture. It's pretty white. It's pretty beige. I like that. It's nice neutral. That definitely has an interesting feel. I probably shouldn't be putting this on. Ooh, that smells chemically. I probably shouldn't be putting it on my skin tags, but the scab fell off this morning, so I'm like, okay, cool, I'll give it a shot. All right. That dries down pretty fast, so you definitely want to do one eye at a time, and I think I ended up putting it dried out right here, but that's because I didn't know. I put more on this side, so I'm just gonna, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. I'll hit this side first. I decided to apply it to my lid since I'm gonna do an eyeshadow look. It's gonna be very colorful. I really don't like the way this smells, but the moment you have it on your, your lids, it's fine. But when you open it, whew, that is some stanky. It's just really strong chemical smell. Oh yeah, that dries down really fast. And I don't think this layers really well on top of itself, so be mindful of that. I do have to kind of like maybe I'll hit that with the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I got sucked into a family video call for 3.5 hours. I just finished the eye look that I was playing with from KJH Academy now, and the concealer's actually been on that entire time. And I have to say, it's not looking bad. Now, mind you, it's on its own. There's nothing on top or underneath it except for moisturizer, because again, I was on the video call. So now we are going to go in. I already opened the box. This is the Haley's VEAL Mousse Makeup Mousse Foundation, and I have it in the shade 2.15. Yeah, 2.15. Actually, let me keep my glasses on. So I got this because it's a mousse makeup, and it doesn't look anything like That's really thick. This is more like a cream, or at least it seems like it. Oh no, that is definitely moussey. Oh, that is moussey. Okay. I didn't think it would be, just because this one from Shiseido is so creamy. And they're both considered a mousse. Well, actually this one's considered moist cream, so. But I really do love this one. The Shiseido. All right, so I'm gonna just grab my little palette here. I'm gonna take it off from the lid so that hopefully it doesn't get the whole lid dirty. And I already took out the Haley's Beauty sponge and made it damp. Actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Okay, so seeing with what I already put on my face, it looks pretty dark. And I don't think that they have another color or another shade lighter. Oh yeah, that's dark. Holy cow, that's dark. It's another one that smells kind of funky. The Dr. Pawpaw lip balm didn't stay on my lips that long. So right off the bat, this doesn't blend well with a sponge. When you tap it in, it like spackles, kind of like the way that your popcorn ceiling looks. It does that. So I'm now just dabbing some on my fingers, and I'm not really digging this formula. It feels nice texture-wise, but it looks really drying on the skin. Really, really drying on the skin. Nothing like the Shiseido. I'm not really digging it. And it's weird because it feels so nice as you're, spreading it around. It just dries down pretty unattractively. It's too bad that I couldn't. I wonder if I could. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try mixing the Haley's Beauty, not today, obviously. But I'm going to try mixing the BB cream or the BB drops with this and see if maybe it. Oh yeah, because that looks terrible. You see that? Ooh, that looks terrible. Oh yeah, this looks really makeup-y, and it's clinging to every dry spot that I didn't know I had. I didn't know I had dry spots there. Oh yeah, no, this is ugly. Sorry, Haley, but this is not a pretty formula. And you know what? No, I don't want this on my face. This is drying really, really ugly. Oh, that is not pretty. That is not pretty. I don't know if you can see that. But it's just like, it's not blending in. It's just patchy, and look at how it clings. I'm taking this off, and I'm going to try the Luxe. Hold on. Okay, so I have to assume that this is a mattifying formula because I actually had to go in with my Albolene, and I have to assume the same thing with the concealer because it did the same thing, which I don't mind with the concealer, but now that I'm trying to take off the makeup, it's just doing this really cakey ridge right here, but not on this side, which is really weird. But I did go a little higher here with the makeup, so that could be why. So yeah, it's got to be a mattifying foundation because it just set down really weird. And when I was trying to wipe it off with just a damp muslin cloth, it started flaking off. It didn't make any sense to me. I don't know what it is, but it didn't, it doesn't sound like a moussey foundation, if you know what I mean. Especially after using something like this that actually is a moussey foundation, and holy shit is it beautiful. All right, let me get this all situated. So I reapplied the concealer on this side, but I'm not liking the way that it's looking. Now it's kind of doing that glue look, which of course you can't see. So I'm going to apply on this side, this eye, the Becca, just to see. I got to get It Cosmetics Bye Bye under eye. Ooh, I went too high on that, damn it. And yeah, this just looks better. So, I'll try them again, but so far not a fan. I mean, just look at that. That just looks so much better. Let me see if I can salvage this. I just looked it up to confirm, and I bought it because it's a demi matte, but this isn't a demi matte. This is definitely a matte. So if you like matte foundations, be careful that it might be crumbly. You'll probably end up liking the Hailey's VEAL Mousse Makeup. Yeah, it says that it's a demi matte. The reason why I thought it would be good is because it has vitamin E in it, but no, this stuff is pretty much like glue. I personally don't like it at all. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the Hailey's Reform Liquid Luxe Luminous Finish Liquid Foundation. This should work for me. I have the shade 2.15. I'll probably end up donating the other one since I can't return it, which kind of stinks. So here we go. This might be a little too light, but I'm not sure. All of these foundations have a very strong chemical scent, which is quite a bit unpleasant. I do believe that once I dab this in, it should be gone. But woo, they smell really, really chemically. I mean, really chemically. Ooh. Okay, so because that ended up almost a disaster, I decided to go ahead and finish putting my makeup on, and now I can give you my thoughts. This, for me, the Hailey's VEAL Mousse Makeup, is an absolute fail. This stuff is pretty much like glue. I ended up getting a little bit on my other shirt, couldn't get it off, took off the shirt, put this one on. Hopefully it doesn't stain, but we'll see. All of Hailey's products so far smell very much like chemical. I think the strongest two being these. The BB drops don't smell so bad. They have more of a kind of like old oil smell. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think this one also, no, this one kind of smells not as bad as the oil. No, worse than the oil, but not as bad as the other two. So yes, this for me is a fail. I will try it one more time off camera. I'm just not impressed by it. This one, of course, this is the Reform Liquid Luxe Luminous Finish Foundation. This one, unfortunately, had to try to recover the disaster that happened with the other ones. So I have to try this again on a fully clean face, you know, with everything brand new, just to see. Right now, it doesn't look bad. Would it be something that I would reach for? Not necessarily. Probably just on days where I kind of want to look good, but not that great. But again, I have to give it another shot, because this is, you know, first impressions after this disaster. This, in a sense, is similar when applying to the Givenchy Prisme Libre. The difference is that this is absolutely fucking beautiful, but they kind of have the same consistency when you're putting it on, in the sense of almost like a very, I don't want to say sticky, but it kind of has the feeling of like the Pharmacy Honey line, kind of like that, where you think it's, well, the honey line is actually sticky, but where you think it's going to be sticky and it's not when it's on your face. So if I have to, I shouldn't even say if I have to choose between these two, the Shiseido Integrated Gracy, I choose this. This is fucking beautiful. It's gorgeous on the skin. It has a beautiful sheen. I love this. And it feels, this one actually feels like you have, which you can watch the review on this one, or not the review, the first impressions. This one actually feels like moisturize on the face with a tint. It's fucking beautiful. This is actually looking good on camera. The sun's setting, so it's starting to look really, really nice. But this one actually looked like, oh, it just, no. The concealer, when you get past the smell, isn't so bad. Is it something that I would reach for over my Becca or my It Cosmetics? No. If I might actually use this as a lid primer, because I did like the fact that it does set down and it doesn't make my eyes look too flaky. So I'm going to keep playing with this and see what I think. Sorry about that. And let you guys know later on. I did have to clean the sponges after using this because it was causing the actual foundation to look really, really streaky, and I'm like, wait, what's going on here? So when I tapped it on with this side, which was clean, it looked good, and I'm like, you know what, let me just clean the sponge. Did the same thing with this, which of course is dirty again. So that's what I think of those. On my eyes, I have a combination of the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette for a KJH look, which I don't even know if I'm going to post now, and then a couple of the colors from the Celestial, the orange and the pink in here. So that's what I have. I tried to clean up the disaster, of course, after taking off the makeup and trying to make it look blended, which I didn't really quite succeed, but I tried to do that with this. On my lips, I have a combination of the Italia Deluxe Mauve Liner, which is pretty much my favorite from all of the lip liners that I have. And then I've got the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Dubai. I actually like this. I actually like this a lot. So that is definitely seeing. On the cheeks, I have the Juicy Pang. I believe that this one is in Fig. Yeah, I think that one's in Fig. And then I have the Revlon in Nude, which I really like. So I have that on top. And, oh, for mascara, I have the Lashtopia combined with the Benefit Roller Lash. I'm kind of liking that combination. I go in first with the Lashtopia, and then I follow up with this, and then I kind of do layers. This time I did a total of 4, which almost ended up getting messed up by trying to clean everything up. That was fun. My eyebrows definitely got messed up from trying to clean everything up, so that wasn't fun. So yeah, kind of disappointed with the mousse makeup, but what are you going to do? You know, it's nothing. I had it in my mind that they were somehow similar, and they are complete and polar opposites. This is pretty much a moussey version of this, but this is actually more like chalky glue. It definitely sets down, and it sets down fast, and you, in my opinion, don't want to use a damp sponge because it tends to look more like you're spackling, like you're you know, kind of doing what you do with your, like I said before, your popcorn sailing. So those are my impressions. Oh, this, not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing things like this where I test foundations on camera, and then if I like them, I'll go ahead and keep on testing them, and then give you guys a second review and then a final thoughts on what I think of them. You know, what if I'm reaching for them more, if I may never reach for them again, and that type of thing. So let me know what you guys think about in the comments, and if you don't say anything, I'll just go ahead and do it anyway. But I think that's better, because that way I'm not stuck with wearing something that I would absolutely abhor and never want to wear again. I mean, what's the point? But that's all I have for you guys for now. See you guys next time. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And share. Everyone loves to share. See you guys later. Bye.